Hey, what are we doing?
We're hanging up 3M's Command brand picture hangers. So basically this is just to avoid having any damage on your walls. What we've done so far is, and keep in mind these are the Sawtooth picture hangers. So when they say Sawtooth, generally you're looking at something that is got the Sawtooth ridges on the bottom of it. So, what we've done so far is we've already picked out what we thought the center would be. So the idea is that we'll have one central and then two sides. We did kind of mess up. We should have figured out where the exact center is. We kind of tried to picture it, and as it turns out we're a little off, but in the end I think it'll still work out. Basic concept is that you will clean up an area of the wall using rubbing alcohol, and then you'll stick the adhesive, and then you'll hang the picture after an hour of drying. So, fairly heavy picture frame. It's got the two Sawtooths, so we went ahead and figured that out, and there we go. So it works. Okay. So what we've done is using just a standard level, a rag for cleaning the surface, and some isopropyl rubbing alcohol, which you can usually get at the dollar store. We'll basically balance or straighten using the level, wipe down the area, and we'll apply the adhesive. So, so far the review on this has been that they work very well. We've never done a removal, but we know at least we're not putting holes in our walls. And they hold very well. We did this in our closet as well with hooks for belts and things, and they've also worked very well. We also did hooks in our laundry room for brooms, mops, things of that nature, and those have held well as well. So, what I've already done is I've taken one of our frames, and this one is nice because it has just a center Sawtooth hook, and we kind of pictured where it was going to go, and then using the level we were able to get it right where it needed to be, and then drew lines on it. Now one thing that I did and I would recommend is that because I'm reaching over a desk, you can take just a regular piece of paper, slide it behind the tooth like that, and then when you put it up against the wall, right, you slide it down a little, you've got your piece of paper, and you can just bring it up to where you want it to be, and then when you've got exactly where you want it, you can mark off, you know, where the center of that is, right? So with your pencil you can do that. So what I've done is, that's why you see the T-shapes on each side, is I've marked off where that piece of paper was, as well as what the level line looked like. That being done, what I'm going to do now is just simply take rubbing alcohol, and this is on the instructions for the packaging, and just kind of get a little bit in there and clean up the area where it's going to be sticking. Right? Just clean it up really, you know, because they're about that long. I'm going to go from the center line down, and you'll see that I don't know why, but the rubbing alcohol takes off maybe a coating in the paint that allows the adhesive not to stick. It's kind of weird, but it does work. So, and whatever's being rubbed away anyway will be hiding behind the pictures later. So I'm just going to do both sides. Now, the nice thing about these hangers is it'll tell you in the top right hand corner how much weight it will hold, which is really nice, because then you can kind of get an idea of you know, how heavy is this picture frame, that kind of thing. And so far it has not left to be incorrect. It's held what it was supposed to hold. So this is what the hook looks like. And you've got your little clip right there. It's got a longer bottom because that gives you leverage against the wall that it's hanging on. When you get it, it's completely cleaned back. So what you do is red is for your hook, black is for the wall, and it'll even say wall side on it, so you know that that's the side that goes on the wall. Now, depending on which product you buy, really depends on how you hang it up. Like the hooks that we bought, it had like a little sliding mechanism that you would hook the sticky strip to, and you'd hook that to the wall, let it dry for an hour, and then the hook would actually slide onto the mechanism. With these, it's a direct attachment. So basically, I'm going to pull the red off first. Just like that. And then all I'm going to do is just, there's a little edge right here, so I'm just going to get this up to the edge and make sure that I get it as straight as possible. The nice thing is you can correct, the stickiness is there, but you can correct a little bit and then just push it down, and then you've got it, right? This will always hang out the bottom. This is so that when you go to remove the hooks, you just pull it down and it should lift right off the wall and not damage your wall. The great thing about isopropyl alcohol is that while I'm doing this part, that's already drying enough to where I should be able to adhere these to the walls pretty simply. Hanging up two pictures, so I'm getting two hooks prepped. Again, we're just going to line that up to the back, get it pretty centered. Doesn't have to be perfect, but at least something good. Here we go. So black sides are exposed on both sides, and now I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not that big of a perfectionist. So I take off the black, and then I'm going to find about where that line is, and adhere it to the wall. It says to press on it for 10 seconds. So we'll go ahead and get it pressed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's one. Next one, we'll pull the black off. Get it set up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and good. Alright, so now we have them both on there. Like I said, they're not perfect. The nice thing about these is it does tell you to wait an hour before you put anything on it. But just to show you the strength, I mean, I already know I can hang this and it's going to hold it, right? I'm going to pull it back down after the hour, but I mean, there you go.